The document tab consists out of two tabs itself. One is AI documents, which you'll probably use the most and which this video will cover, and the other fillable forms, which has its own video. So to generate a document, you simply click on Generate Document. You've got two options. You can either use a template. If you've imported templates, you'll find them at the top, but you'll see library templates at the bottom. You can select either and generate with either. But typically with your own templates, you can edit them as you like. Where library templates, you need to import them first and then edit. So that's the only difference. If you don't see a template there and you just want to do something like a quick client handout that you want to send out, because documents basically relate to things like letters, handouts, where notes are more related to progress notes, file notes specifically. Here you can do something like create a patient, let's say a patient summary. And then I'll just give it patient summary. And here again, you can check the length, and you can also select the target audience. This is important because it changes the language to suit that audience. And as with the template, you can add additional information there. If this client has previous notes, they'll appear here and you can check them. It just means the information from those notes will be added to this document. Similarly, you can paste information there if you've copied it from somewhere else, or upload PDFs with other reports, etc., to include that information here. The great thing about AuthZone's document functionality is it allows you to do longitudinal documents by adding the additional information or referencing previous sessions and adding that to the actual output of the document, which is great for things like NDIS and DVA type reports. So once I've got that, I can click Generate Document, which is exactly the same I could do if I selected report from there. But let's try this. So once you click that, it will generate this document for you. And that's just from my basic prompt. You can again edit this document, but more so than you can in the Note tab, which is useful if you're not using Council Ear. Council Ear doesn't really take pictures and things, but here if you've dropped things like videotoscopy, photos, audiograms, etc. into the session control, you can add them here. So I'll just add an audiogram. I'm going to add that one. And you can do things like wrap the text, wrap the text around it, position it in different positions, etc., and add that in your report. You can also add images if you've dropped any images in there. That was just an audiogram. You can even upload an image, add tables, etc. And then you can copy and you can export it as a PDF, which will include this picture. Plain text won't export to Word, or Google Docs will include the picture. So again, it just depends on what you want to do. Or you can even send this to a patient or anyone else whose email you've got. Just be sure before you send it, because it does send patient information, that you're comfortable with that and that you stay compliant when sending that, and you literally just send it and off it goes. So that's the document tab. You can generate several documents, so you can actually generate that, and then you can generate another one here. I'll just do that. You can have as many as you like down there. If you've got the document flow function on, you'll see another button here to generate a series of documents. What it's asking me here is because I selected a library template that's not part of my library, I can associate this with this appointment type in the future, or all appointment types, because it might be a document I want to use anyway. It just means it's going to show up there in my list every time I open that list. I don't want to do that right now, so that's fine. If you want to get rid of a document, you can simply just click delete, and that gets rid of it for you, and you can reopen a document for future reference if you wanted to. So anytime you come back to this patient, this document will be available for you. Yeah, and that's Document tab.